All right, as promised, we are back today with Construction Business TV Idaho. My name's Tyson. I'm your video journalist for CBTV Idaho. As promised, I said we would be at the ribbon cutting event for the Eastern Idaho Workforce Training Center.
That's right.
And I am joined here today with Rick Amon. You just got on previous to the ribbon cutting and gave a very eloquent speech about the history that came to this point. How would you maybe summarizing that into like a little 60-second pitch for the viewers at home?
Well, I mean, especially for your viewers, this is aimed at workforce. So everything from somebody with a shovel up through operating this heavy equipment, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, hoisting and rigging, all of those trades, all of those skills that are going to be needed to build Eastern Idaho. And this is a place where we can bring people to get those skills, maybe retrain or train for the first time in this. It's a great opportunity and a great building.
What did we need to do before this was even here for people who were looking to get into this line of work?
So just about every employer, especially now, can't find entry-level employees. So the more established organizations tend to hire those 5, 7, 10-year employees. But we need a good funnel in. We need to convince high school students to go into the trades. This kind of a building will let them know that this is family wage, always an important element, and this is how Eastern Idaho is going to build the infrastructure it needs.
The need, the deficit that this community has had for blue-collar work, for contractors, for people willing to pick up a shovel or pick up a hammer. What kind of need has this area felt up to this point?
Well, I mean, there literally are thousands of openings. We're in a state where there's probably 2.3% unemployment, which means virtually everyone that wants to be employed is. So it is hard for the employers who are doing infrastructure work to find those entry level or even skilled workers. I'd say it would number in the thousands of opportunities for anybody interested in this kind of work.
And I've been told, depending on which field that you're going into, this is virtually 100% job placement following the education.
No, it is. Absolutely. So all of these are important jobs. So none of these would be jobs that would be trivial and not needed. And again, a lot of this is convincing our young employee force to consider this kind of work as they look for their first jobs.
Given the high demand for these jobs, there's both opportunities for high school students as well as adults who are already out in the workplace for a lot of workforce training. We, like the other community colleges, have what's called early college, and a lot of people think about that as, oh, I can take my math class over at the community college. Well, now we also have opportunities for career and technical education, which involves the trades. And so somebody can get involved while they're 16, 17, 18 and get a lot of that training out of the way. And since we have the Idaho Opportunity Scholarship, all high school students have a pot of over $4,000 they can put towards that. In addition, the state, in recognizing the demand for a lot of these careers, they've created the Idaho Launch Program through the Workforce Development Council. And so depending on the skill set or the demand, there's a lot of opportunities to get your training paid for, and that would be on the non-credit side. So there's a website set up for that, Idaho Launch.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's a lot of excellent information.
Yeah.
I think that the only thing I'm really curious, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers, a lot of our younger viewers, high school age is where you're really pointing toward, is where the connection is going to be. Like, how do you plan on reaching out? Is it going to be like high school, like career fairs, like senior level college graduation career fairs, or what do you have in mind?
So I should first say that a lot of the opportunities that our high school students are interested aren't probably going to be in this building. They're in some of the other buildings we already have. But we have a director of early college, Mary Stevenson. She's actually here somewhere, and so she and her staff have really good relationships across our entire our service area, not just in Bonneville County, but including the other 8 counties that we serve. And so she, in conjunction with our admissions team, who also have relationships with those schools that are out there at college fairs. We have nights on campus exposing people to careers. We had one actually this week for high school students about opportunities in healthcare. Since I know one thing that's popular in this area, relatively popular, is students in high school get their certificate to be a CNA, and then they use that to pay for the rest of their training. So, yeah.
Very cool. Is there, to leave off, is there anything that you would want the viewers at home to know about this facility or this program, or how they can take action if it's of interest to them?
Yeah, so I would say just in general, if you're interested in any sort of training, whether it's academic or specifically focused on an industry or something like we've listed here today, you can always come to our website, cei.edu, and we can get you in touch with the right person. We have one of those little chat boxes, and they interact with you and they can answer your question. But I would say the world's your oyster here at CEI, especially with this building coming online. We have everything from cyber opportunities with the INL to your traditional transfer associate's degrees to these really in-demand, more hands in the dirt type programs at this building. So we can provide a lot of it right here in Idaho Falls.
Thank you very much for that information.
Yeah, I guess I would also mention, even though the fall semester has started at CEI, we have what's called Block B. And so people who maybe were on the fence about it and now after hearing this say, I want to get back in school, take a class, we still have time to register for that until October as well. And our larger workforce training program, there's opportunities coming on all the time. So there's plenty of opportunities if you get online right now.
We're going to continue to provide more information on the opportunities behind the Eastern Idaho Workforce Training Center as they become available, and you can follow that by following Construction Business TV on YouTube or on Facebook. If you haven't yet, hit the like button below the video, subscribe to our channel. We very much appreciate all the subscriptions and the support, and we wish you guys a nice day, and we will catch you next time.